So, hello, my friends. So good to see you here for my very, very special edition. As I have announced through the week and previously as well, I will have a guest speaker once in a while because I want to thank people that have helped me through the journey. And it's the only place I can start is with this wonderful, beautiful lady who has helped me to have a clear idea on which direction to go. So without further ado, let me just introduce you to the wonderful Miss Karmin Habibi. Hi.
Wow. What a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much, Shirley. It's an honor to be here on your show. I love you. We've been having a little conversation before the recording started, but you're just amazing. And I love everything that you're doing now. So thank you for having me here.
Oh, thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased that you have accepted my invitation to come here because, as I was just saying, you have been the person that has given me the first piece of the puzzle, practically. I had an idea and I didn't know exactly what to do with that idea, and I joined your 21-day upgrade challenge, and within this challenge you have really opened my eyes, and you have put in the seed really of a future, of a vision. So I really wanted to thank you officially here in my group for what you have done for me. And I don't know if you really realize it, but maybe you realize it now, because I really want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you for the acknowledgement. Well, you were so ready for this, because they say, like, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So we were aligned at the right time together to work together. So that was awesome.
Yes, it was really amazing, that experience of the 21-day challenge, upgrade challenge, because you do a challenges every month or every other month. I think you have changed it a little bit since
So
then.
now it's 3 months again.
Okay. So yeah, and I joined you last December, and yeah, at that time I was at my parents' place, and I was in a very special, in a very particular situation. I went through different things during my teenager years in that town, and then later again around my 20s. That's why, because we were moved away and then back. That's why there is a gap there. But anyways, it really fits so well also for me personally, not just business-wise, but also for me personally, to close that chapter because of your teachings. Because your teachings go above the business. Your teaching goes also through the personal journey, because it goes together. You empower women in a business world, but you have empowered me personally also to have closure with things that I could not close, that have happened in my teenager years. So I have to thank you for that as well.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much for this beautiful acknowledgement. Again, it's like you did the work, and you were so amazing, not just like for you seeing your transformation, but also having you in the community and seeing how much value you're adding to the community, and just your drive, your determination. It takes, not everybody can do that work, because it is a challenge that you did. It's called 21-day upgrade challenge, and it's called challenge for a reason. So
yes.
you were up for the challenge, and that's why you see this transformation. So well done, Habibi.
Thank you so much for coming into my life at the right time.
Oh, my pleasure.
So yeah, now my idea at the time was to help pregnant women through their journey. And the reason I had that idea was because during my first pregnancy, I went through so many challenges, and I couldn't find the help out there. I couldn't find the help professionally. I lost my job, and you know how it is here in London. Your friends are where your job is.
Yeah.
And for them, I just disappeared. So I didn't have that connection anymore. So I felt lonely all of a sudden. And I had losses in the family as well. So it was quite traumatizing, all of this. And it was difficult to find, to find that emotional support, the practical support, and all that information that is out there online is also very, very difficult to find, to say, okay, what is it really that I need? And who can I trust? So I thought I need to create this membership or something, a business to empower women. And you have helped me to understand that under a membership, I can do it the best way. So my question to you is, how did you get to the point where you have decided to empower women in the business world? For me, it comes from a pain point. How was that for you?
You're absolutely right. I think for me as well, it's mainly we start things because we have been in a fear or pain or suffering. And for me as well, when I started my business, I needed support and I didn't know where to get that support from. So I was always, okay, I could consume all this content on social media, on YouTube. I was buying the books. I was attending courses. I invested a lot of money into myself, into courses, and I saw that still something was missing. So it's like you, every new level is going to demand a new version of you. And I was in that transition time from the transitioning from this employee to now becoming a business owner. So in that transition, I had to let go of certain things. There's certain people who didn't believe in my vision. So I had to let go of those people. Now, if you let go of friends, you don't have friends. Right?
Yes.
So, but I had to let go of certain beliefs. I needed support. I needed guidance. I just needed somebody that was a couple of steps ahead of me and can just show me the way. So like yourself, I needed community, but most importantly, I needed accountability, because as much as motivated as I am, I'm a very motivated person now. But as much as I have this energy, I still needed accountability. I needed somebody to hold me accountable to the things that I say to myself. So I realized that there's a gap in the market, because I haven't seen any specific membership that actually provides exactly that. There's a lot of memberships that provide community, but not real accountability. And I know that it takes at least 21 days to change habits. And the way that we transform our life is by really transforming our habits, that by aligning our habits to our goals. So I said, okay, I need this. So I didn't see anyone producing it or creating it. So I created what I really needed for myself. And the first challenge that I started, it was called momentum, because I needed momentum. I needed just like to get the ball started like a snowball, a domino effect. And that's when I knew I could, create amazing results. So I called upon 5 friends, literally. I just called upon 5 friends. I did a 1-hour webinar. And in this 1-hour webinar, I presented this idea of the 21-day challenge, momentum challenge. And all the 5 friends were like, we are in, and they were ready to pay. Like everyone, all of my friends were like, we are in, we're ready to pay. And I'm like, oh, okay, so there's more people who want this. So the months after, I did the same webinar and I invited 10 people. All 10 people, 10 out of 10 was like, we are in, I pay whatever it takes. I'm like, oh, I have a business. So,
yes.
And then I initially started it as I didn't plan to do a membership or anything. I initially started it as a 21-day challenge. But in that 21-day challenge, the members itself of the 21-day challenge started to ask me, they're like, hey, we're going to miss this so much. Can we have more? We want to continue. We can't just stop after 21 days. So that's when the idea was born of a membership, because I saw that, you don't just need this for 21 days, community support, accountability, guidance, mastermind, just knowing that there's a space where you can come and just be yourself and, become everything. You're supported and celebrated by becoming all that you're meant to be. And I saw that there was a need, and then I started the membership. So the membership is an annual membership, which was called the Goal Getters Club, but has now transitioned to the Kingdom Women Club, because we do so much more than just getting goals. We level up and upgrade every single area of our lives. And through the membership, I started to create beautiful retreats in Spain. I booked beautiful villas, and we spent amazing time together in a beautiful environment to level up our business and our lives. Then through this, I had to do one-to-one coaching. So it was more like a natural, because I just listened to the needs of my people, and I just gave them what they need. But what they need, I needed too, but nobody was providing it. So in that journey, I discovered I'm actually a leader. I did not know that I have leadership skills. So
Awesome. Yes, and we were talking earlier before recording, and in fact, you said that you walk the talk. It's not just about talking and saying to people what to do. It's also about doing it yourself. And that's what I find as well in my group, that especially now that I'm pregnant, I'm going through the process again. And what I have written down, or I've created a Baby King project plan when I was pregnant with my first child. And the reason is because I was a project manager before becoming pregnant, and I thought, okay, I'm so overwhelmed with all this information, let me just put it in this project. And so I thought, like, okay, I'm going to use this now to help others. And now I am pregnant, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it on myself again to make sure that it is really good. But again, I'm only one person. I want to try it out on all the other ladies that are going through the journey, and in fact adapt it to the members, to the people that come in. Yeah, and when I feel sick because of the pregnancy, I'm like, people are waiting for me. I gotta go. I gotta be in front of the camera now. And it's amazing. In one moment that I turn on the camera, I feel in my environment, in my element. I'm not sure if you can say that in English. Can you say that in English? In my element? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, it's really about giving that example, isn't it?
Yeah, you have that purpose. So definitely, like you touched on something very important to have. I think the people that we tend to attract, and the reason why you work for me is because you're driven by impact. You're not just doing it for yourself. You want to have a positive impact and influence on your family. Now you want to create a positive impact on the women that need you, that need that support that you needed. Now you want to provide it to them. So we're all driven by different needs. And one of them that we all have in common is the need to contribute with our gifts, with our services. And that's exactly, if we don't do that, we feel like we're out of purpose. And it's the first step is discovering what that is. And then once you discover it, is doing it, continue doing it. And that's when the real joy is, when we get to give something and create impact on services. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you on that. And I have to say, I love to work in this environment of female entrepreneurs. I found a totally new world, starting with you and your members. It was just amazing to see how you can trust them, because it's not just about themselves, it's about helping the next entrepreneur, female entrepreneur. Is really a womanship. If you can say that. It's a womanship, it's like a sisterhood, because that's probably why I called my membership Mom to Be Sisterhood, because I really feel this connection, and I want to create this connection within my community as well, and to trust each other. And that's another point, something else that I've learned within your community. I had trust issues, and they're gone since that challenge.
Wow, what happened? How did you release that?
Well, you have given me the strength in believing that there are good people out there, and the environment was really positive. And I thought, just like, let it go. It was very similar to that closure of those bad experiences that I had in the town. It was really all about closing let go on the past, let go on the negative feelings, and just, you know, don't be stupid and trust everyone, but don't close up so much that you cannot benefit from the good things that can come in.
Right. Wow. That's awesome.
So yeah, you said it, you know, you have done very well in changing the name of your membership, because there is so much more than just getting goals, which was very much business related, but now it's really like more than that. And you're right, you give so much more.
Yeah, we're kingdom builders, and that's how I see myself and how I see our community. We're building the kingdom, and we're part of the big puzzle, and we want to contribute. All of us are contributing with our own individual gifts and extending that love, extending that kindness, extending those things through our services, through our business, because that business is a love language. Okay. Through our business we are extending that love. And yeah, it's about leveling up, it's about becoming the best version of ourselves. As a thank you, I know there's a lot of people maybe watching this, they may not believe in that there's a God, but there is something bigger than us that is existing, and it's just saying thank you to God that we are alive and that we get to experience this and we get to unfold, see our life unfold. When you're actually, it's good that you started your membership, because when you're provided in a right environment, you strive. And when you are in the wrong environment, it can dim your light. And how many times as women, we have all this potential. We know that we have got things inside of us, but it's very hard to bring it out of us if we are in a toxic environment. That toxic environment can show up in the form of maybe the partner that we're with, maybe the friendships that we have around, they're gossiping, maybe it's an unfulfilling job, something that you're doing, there's a toxic environment around you. So if you can't release a toxic environment, it's okay, what is if you were to add a new environment that can give you this space to flourish? We are like, as women, we need to flourish, we need to be nurtured, we need to water, we need to grow, we need to, you know, there's so much more about us that we need to discover that we don't know yet. And when you're in the right environment, you're able to do that. So, you know, a membership like mine, a membership like yours, I think it's what's providing women this space to discover more of who God created them to be, but also to, you know, to develop and to be celebrated and to flourish in that, and release more of the toxic environment, because environment is everything, really.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very much so. And you create your own environment. As you were saying, you know, you have to find ways to release that negativity. And if it is your job that pays the bills, it's difficult to let that go. But feed in something positive that helps you then to flourish and to go maybe into a direction where you can then let go from that horrible environment, which might be the job, the 9-to-5 job. So yeah, it's very true. I do share this thought. It's, yeah, it's just incredible to see this journey. You know, having you now here makes me really reflect again on how far I have come, and and to think about, yeah, yes, true, I've done the work, but I couldn't have done certain things if I didn't have people like you that have really encouraged me and supported me, and see clearer what is good for me and what is not good for me and who I am. It really also starts with the work on yourself, to let go on the negativity, let go of the past, and find yourself, find what you're passionate about, find what you're good at, find your call. And I think we both have found our calls. What would you say?
Yeah, I think there's more. Like, it's just being like, right now we're living in a very interesting time, right? It's 2020. As we are recording this right now, it's August 2020. Yeah. And every month we're approaching like, oh my God, what's going to happen this month, right? Yes. It's been a very whirlwind year so far. So in a time like this, there's a lot of uncertainty, right? And we, in times of uncertainty, anxiety levels, stress levels increases, and that's when we actually need the most support. So where can we get our certainty from? That's a big question. So if we have a strong community around us that despite uncertainty can support us and can speak life into us, you know, if we surrender, if we let go of too much control, like we literally right now, we can plan all things, you know, we can do all things, but if we control too much, we don't know actually what's going to happen tomorrow. So it's like taking it day by day and, you know, plugging into a community that is really supporting. Because, you know, if we're constantly bombarded from the news, as soon as you open social media, TV, you're just bombarded with like crazy news, and it's so disempowering to create from that state. When you're constantly consuming like all this bad news, how do you create or level up your business and life? It's hard.
Absolutely.
So that's why like community is essential. The right community, supportive community, you know, accountability in a time like this. One of my friends said that he had a vision, that God was sharing a vision with him, which is work it in the season, and then I will bless it. Work it like in a season where everybody's freaking out and everybody is like full of fear. If you can work in this season during COVID time, it will be blessed. Like if you can maintain your state and not be disrupted by all the things that's going on around, you're going to see the fruits of this labor for years to come. And one of the things that you and me, we did in this COVID lockdown time is we worked on ourselves, right? We continued to work on our habits, on our businesses, even, you know, it's despite what's going on, we still have to wake up every morning and we have to do something. So may we choose to consume all the fear, or may we choose to create out of love? So that's the two choices that we have to make every day. And
every day.
Yeah.
That's very true. Every day you have to make that decision. How do you want to live the day to day? And actually, preferably it's the night before you close your eyes to think about tomorrow. I'm going to have an awesome day. And I found this during my personal development during the lockdown. And I don't remember if it was Bob Proctor that has said that. I think it was, because I follow him a lot. And it's about like that last thought at night that influences your day. And it's really like that. Every night before I fall asleep, I have the vision of my business, on where I want to go and what life I want to have for me and my family and my friends. So it's just in a few sentences that I've written down, and I tell myself in the night, and I really have a better night's sleep. And in the morning, I wake up better. I mean, it's really incredible how you can influence your brain. So if you let negative things in your brain, that's the life you're going to live, a negative life. Fear of your health, fear of losing your job, fear for the health of your children. But if you do feed your brain with the positivity, you are free from that fear, and you can create your life, the life that you want to live for yourself and your family.
That's right. I think this is that's very true. Like, definitely what you think is what you will eventually take action on. There's a really great book that I recommend everybody to read. It's like, I don't recommend many books, but this book is like a must. It's called Switch on Your Brain from Dr. Caroline Leaf. And it talks exactly about this, what you were just sharing, but in a very simple format, that within 21 days, again, how to rewire your whole brain. Because we grew up with certain beliefs and certain habits, even like adapting a new habit, such as creating the goals, the next day goals the night before. It's a new habit that you create, and a lot of people will have a resistance towards it, because the bigger the dream, the bigger the resistance. So the easiest, simple things you may feel resistance towards, but this book will, I believe, help you a lot to rewire your brain and create those new habits by thinking differently. And that's definitely one amazing tool that you suggested. I recommend that too.
Yeah, thank you so much. I will put it in the comments, actually, so that people that have not heard it or didn't take notes can just see it in the comments if they want to read it. Yeah, thank you so very much. Habibi, I could talk to you like all day. You know, it's so wonderful. I think we share so much, and that is, I think, what has called me to you at the time of the challenge. There is this attraction there, you know, and because we are two intelligent business women that want to help other women, and we want to have a positive impact on other people around us, and we want to live our life in a positive manner. So there are so many similar things, and I'm really grateful for your time today. I want to thank you again for everything you have done for me personally, and I want to recommend Miss Karmin Habibi and her membership. If you are trying to set up a business or you want to find a new way of your business, get in touch, because she is the deal.
Thank you. What a sweet acknowledgement. Thank you so much.
Thank you so, so very much. And yeah, I will see you next Sunday again, my friends. And next time it will be live. This time it's on a recording because I am actually on my way back home. I'm going to be in Devon. So forgive me if this one is a recording, but next week I'm going to be live again. And yeah, I look forward to it. And until then, love you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.